vote that have been generated at the early voting sites. Pandora, you're going to give us a little bit of an update on what is going on with our computers.
Yeah. So on October the 28th, there was a cyber incident for Chatham County government. It did not affect elections directly. The votes are secure. The database for the state is secure. We have new laptops that the state gave us with the SIEMS database of the voters and all of our SIEMS applications. So we are able to still continue voting. Voting was never disrupted at the early voting sites. As far as our emails and everything like that, we probably have lost all of that. But that's and the phones are out. We have given you a phone number to contact us, which is on our website. I don't have it in here with me right now. And we also are given an email address for people who have made requests for absentee ballots. They made them timely. We are contacting them today to let them know their options for voting. They can either go vote early or vote on election day if they're able. If they're not, we will be overnighting their ballot to them today.
Yeah, and who are these people that are getting the overnight ballots?
These are the ones that came in timely.
On Tuesday.
We didn't have access to the system. Tuesday the 27th was the final day to request a ballot.
And you were able to turn it over because of the...
There were about 20 people in that system, plus whatever came into the portal that are timely.
Okay.
Yes.
And because we were not able to access anything for 2 days because of this situation, we are now able to get in. We're going to contact the voters. If they're able to vote early or on election day, they can do that. If not, then we will do our best to overnight each one of these ballots.
And if that's 20 ballots that we're talking about?
Maybe more. I don't know yet. I haven't had an exact.
I don't know exactly.
It's about $26 per ballot that we're mailing out. That much we know because we check with the post office to make sure we get it overnight.
I've got the phone number if you want it.
Do what now?
I've got the phone number for the office if you want it.
You can go ahead and say it if you want to, but it's on our website at www.chathamnc.org/BOE. And Amy has the number if anybody's listening that wants that number.
Yeah, the number for the elections office is 919-307-1586.
One more time?
919-307-1586.
And for those who are emailing their ballots to us, military and overseas, or for those that have been in communication with Pandora or myself, our emails are no longer accessible. So if you've tried to send us something via elections@chathamnc.org or steve.semos or pandora.pascal@chathamnc, we can't get those emails anymore. So anything as of Monday, please resend it to our new email address, and it's on our website, but it's chathamncboe@gmail.com.
Yes. That is the email for the public.
Yes, and
Yes.
we'll try to get back to you on that. We apologize if we have not gotten back to you, but we don't have access, we have not had access to our email since Tuesday.
Should they just say something like, attention Steve or attention Pandora?
They can, but at this point, if it's anybody who had made a mistake on their ballot and was requesting, usually they would send me an email saying, I made a mistake, I'm spoiling my ballot, please resend me another ballot. That's not going to be an option for you. If you've made a mistake on your ballot, sorry, there's no way we can get you a ballot in time for that. The people that are getting ballots, that are getting overnight ballots, is because of those that brought in their request timely, and they shouldn't be penalized for a situation that happened over here. But if you've already gotten a ballot and you made a mistake and you need another one, I'm sorry, there's just no way we can get your ballot out there in time before that. So your only options are to go vote early or on election day, or send in the ballot as is and, count whatever will be counted on this ballot.
Does ballot track still work for
Yes.
Chatham voters? Okay.
It's done. I mean, the deadline, it worked at that particular
Ballot
time.
tracks to track it.
Oh,
The
to track
portal's
it.
closed. You can't request anymore, but the
Right,
ballot
but
tracks
you can
does
ballot
work.
Tracks work.
It will track your ballot. Yes.
Including being here at this office?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
it works.
Anybody have any other questions?
And anybody who is requesting data, the State Board of Elections on their website at www.ncsbe.gov They have a, great section with data and statistics. If you're needing that data right away, you can go there to that and you can find lists, and also you can see turnout and pretty much give whatever we can give you out of report manager. We're having a issue printing the reports right now. We have talked to Karen Brinson-Bell this morning, and
She's the state director.
the state board of she's the executive director of the state board of elections, and they're working on fixing that issue currently. So when that's back up, we'll be able to get you your list. But we're asking you to please be patient with us doing this, and we're gonna still have a great election. And your votes are secure, so we're gonna move on with this meeting.
Yes, sir.
So a question, too. These machines that I'm looking at here that we're counting ballots, they are not connected to the internet.
No,
And the machines at each of the 6 early voting sites are like these, and they are not connected to the internet, right?
no.
So my second question is, what happens on November 3rd at night? We bring the machines from the early voting sites here. We tabulate results. We count these from votes from these 3 machines. They're all compiled. How do we get that information to Raleigh, November the 3rd?
Okay, well, first of all, the early voting machines, we close at 3 o'clock on Saturday. After everything's done, those machines are brought back to the Board of Elections and locked in a secure location. On election night, when you have your board meeting at 2 o'clock, it's when you're gonna open up these machines and get a final tally, and then the thumb drives will be ready to go to be inputted to the state at 7:30, because that's when results are released at 7:30. On election night, as precincts close down, they're bringing in their machines. So these thumb drives that come out of the machines go into the very heart. There's a computer that tabulates that data, and then that data, after it gets tabulated, you take that and it goes to Pandora's computer, which then is sent to the state.
So you can have a lot of information on Pandora's computer on election night. Her computer is connected to the,
No.
Wait a minute, it's not on her computer. It's on a thumb drive. Her computer is only is being used to communicate to the state.
We have
As a
separate
result.
servers from the state and the county.
Yes.
so how is it kept secure so it can't be tampered with like what just happened there?
Because it's on a thumb drive that doesn't get, it just goes straight from that computer to her computer.
And then it's transmitted to Raleigh over the
Yes,
internet, no?
That's correct.
Is it encrypted or something? Or?
Yes, it goes through the
It's
secure,
secure.
it goes
It
through a
is secure.
secure line when the state gets it.
Our office has a separate server from the county. We have to have a separate state server for our information,
So-
from the county.
Yeah, so you've never done this before, so
Yeah.
you'll see how it goes. So when you take that thumb drive from the Verity machine that takes account, and when it goes to Pandora's computer, the results are uploaded on Pandora's computer. Then it goes onto a website. Before it goes to the state, you get to look at that site. So you're looking at those results, and you see those numbers, and you say, okay, those numbers verify the reports that we got from the machine. Once you verify that, then you click it to go to the state, and then the state shows it live to the public.
So what prevents a clever Russian or Romanian or Brazilian from tampering with it when you're transmitting it over the internet? Why don't we put it in a car with a Republican and a Democrat and drive it to Raleigh?
It's physically impossible to get 100 counties to drive to Raleigh.
And another thing, it goes, the thumb drive that comes out of these machines, it goes into the heart system.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't
you
go on
have
the computer.
reports that will print off of that before it gets to me. So it's like we have a backup if something changes from the time it gets there.
That heart computer is not connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a standalone by itself, never touches the
Yes,
internet.
exactly.
And that's the one that's actually holding all the tallies and all the results.
Yeah.
It never touches the internet. After it gives you the results, then you take the thumb drive from that computer and put it on her computer. So if by some chance you say her computer gets compromised, or it gets compromised
Still
going to
have
the state, that standalone computer heart that we have in our office in Carl over there has never touched the internet, so none of those results are ever compromised.
Okay. So the internet makes me nervous, but I hear you. Encryption's supposed to be super duper and prevent putatively
Yeah.
tampering.
Yes, what we see.
And we can also look at what the state board publishes is
Yes.
our results against what we know to be the accurate results.
Exactly.
If
And
you,
there's
if you,
And I have to publish it internally first, and then we look at it internally before I go live with it.
yeah, my recommendation to you or the public, if there's any concerns on how this is done, because every county does it the same way, contact the State Board of Elections. They're the ones
They can
that,
explain.
that
the
can explain to you how it gets secured from the county level to their level and then gets publicized to the state. We just have procedures that we follow, basically, that says go from that standalone computer that never touches the internet, take the thumb drive out, put it on hers, and each of these thumb drives are labeled to know which tabulary they came from.
Yeah.
You get printed reports that show you that the number's on there. You get to see it before it even goes to the state, before you even send it to the state, you're verifying everything, and then it goes to the state. And then when you look at it the statewide, it's supposed to match what you already have on there. If by chance it doesn't, then you notify the state. when you get it.
So,
And
I'm so
Frank-
pleased that all of your counters, tabulators, all this equipment is not connected to the internet. I mean, y'all knocked it out of the park, it was beautiful. And,
That's standard for statewide, that's not just Chatham County, that's statewide procedure.
Yes.
but then when you, yeah, okay.
But the other piece is that there's a Democrat and Republican board
Yes.
member
When we're
that
voting
follows throughout this entire process.
on that
So,
night.
on election night, so there will always be a board member watching the results get uploaded onto the computer and then taken into Pandora's office as she publishes them. So we're sort of always working in teams.
That's required.
Yeah,
What you're gonna see is on election night, when they come in, you're gonna, me and Donald are inside the big room over there where we're auditing. As the machines come in, we unclip the secure, there's a, secure tab on there. We cut that open, we take a thumb drive out, we hand it to a board member. That board member then goes inside where the computer where Carla is, where the uploading's going on. There's usually 2 board members, one of each party watching that. Once that occurs, and then they take that information to Pandora's, there's another 2 board members watching that, one of each party.
So that's not my concern about the integrity of this office and the people here, including board members, is no concern. I've been here since July, and I'm pleased with what I see, even though we had differences now, it's
Yeah.
okay. What I'm nervous about is the transmission over the wires to Raleigh.
Well, what I can tell you the state does a really good job in the county too of securing things. The situation that happened in Chatham County, like Pandora said, never affected the votes. And the votes that we have at the one-stop locations, those get transmitted through a secure line to our database here. That never got affected.
yeah.
So they are very, very strict secure measures on there. The state board works with the Homeland Security on these things, and emergency management, they have it covered. I don't know,
And
I'm
they've
not a
upped their
technician.
security
No.
procedures.
I thought the one-stops, the machines were picked up and brought here Saturday night.
They are,
They
they
are.
are.
And
But
it
the-
wasn't transmitted.
The laptops themselves, when you check in, that information has to be transmitted so we know who voted.
Okay, but.
The votes themselves that are those are never connected.
Okay,
But the laptops themselves, you have to transmit every 30 minutes to let you know who voted and let all the other sites know that this person came and voted at North Chatham so they don't go to somewhere else. And that's how they catch that. But I don't know the technical details of the security part of how it goes to the internet. Like I said, you or anybody in the public can go contact the state.
There is
There's techies that can explain to you more. I can tell you that I'm very confident in how the state board has established their security and working with Homeland Security. I'm very confident that whatever we transmit and whatever we give to the public is exactly what we have in our accounts. That much I can tell you. Now, how that's done, security.
They have
do you have a way of verifying that, like after it's transmitted, we have our numbers here?
Mhm.
Right,
You look at
Get
it on the
phone or
webpage.
something, call over there and ask
well,
them?
you can
No, you
You
actually
look
look
at
at
it
the
live on
screen.
the webpage.
You can just look at it on the screen.
Yeah, 'cause it
You can
updates-
verify that what they received is
Uh-huh.
what
Yeah.
good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
and so, yeah,
that's what we need to do, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we
always
do.
verify it.
we do.
You'll see it on election night.
Okay,
It's hectic, but it's fun. I mean, you'll-
It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
A lot of votes coming in.
fun.
It's like Christmas.
Well, like I said, when you're in elections, you either love it or you hate it, so we're still here. And we've been here for a while, so, anyway, but I understand, the concerns, especially in the climate that we're in right now. I understand the concerns, and they're legitimate. But they do have a section on there also about security on the website where they're explaining the whole security thing. So, and we've got a link, I think, from our website.
I think it's important to note that the state board and the county boards have spent the last 4 to 5 years really drilling down into cybersecurity and making sure that we were ready for this moment.
Yep.
You know, we've heard Homeland Security came to Chatham County a few years ago. Like, we've done some good partnerships to ensure that the votes in North Carolina are secure as they're transmitting.
And I think
So-
they've worked constantly with the state board.
Yes, yeah.
So I guess I'll have to give you this historical perspective. In 1940, the Germans had their secret code was called the Enigma. And they thought it was so good that no one would ever break it. And within 1 year of the beginning of World War II, the British and the Poles had broken the code and were listening to the daily German transmissions. And the Germans said that their code was invincible. So I hear you, I hear everybody in this room, but let's not get overconfident.
No,
Because you got some smart people in other parts of the
That's
world.
true. Not a perfect system.
no, but my husband also works in cybersecurity, so I hear more about all this stuff than you all do.
Okay.
And I would say one more thing is that the ultimate backup we've got is we're working with paper ballots.
Yes.
So if there was ever a real question, we could just do it again
Yeah.
with paper ballots.
Right.
We could do
Yeah.
it hand to eye,
I go back.
55,000 votes if we
I
had
mean,
to.
I love the low tech. I
Yep.
love it.
It just takes a long time.
I mean, and they've thought of that. I mean, I'm sure if there was a compromise on election night with things being transmitted, I'm sure the next option is what you talked about. One Republican, one Democrat, get in a car and you drive to Raleigh with the thumb drives on there.
That's right.
I'm sure they got backup to backup to backup
I'd
on
like
that.
to see them hack that.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't, yeah.
All right, I have to leave by 12,
Okay,
so
so-
let's get these
Okay,
votes.
so this is gonna be different from what we've normally been doing.
Okay,
Because we were not able to get up and running until actually this morning, and because we can't do any reports, you're not going to be, you don't have a sheet in front of you to match the numbers, and we haven't checked these
okay,
number-wise. So what the board is gonna do is, you're just gonna open the ballots, like you normally, check the signatures like you normally do, open them up, feed them into the machine, but I like the board to put these in order,
Okay.
numerical order, they're not in numerical order. As you're opening these envelopes, put them in order,
mhm.
Okay.
and then I'm gonna bring y'all stuff out, because I'm still scanning stuff in to try to get them in this
Okay.
meeting, and then right before 12 o'clock, whatever we've got, we'll have a final number.
Okay,
These will be in order, and then when the reports are up and running again,
It'll be easy
we
for
will
you.
verify to make sure that the numbers we have
Yes.
match what we have on the reports, and we'll be good to go,
okay.
I'm
okay?
gonna have to excuse myself. We have a department head meeting at 10:30, so maybe I can find out more information.
Steve, do you have an estimate on how many we have to do today?
No, I can tell you this, there are no military and overseas ballots to be transcribed today,
We
Okay,
did like,
because I didn't have anything to come in.
Nothing could come in.
Nothing can come in, so it's just civilian ballots, and we're still processing them
Are
right
y'all
now.
limited with time?
I am.
12 till 12 o'clock.
Well,
Well, you
so
can go ahead and approve stuff.
Steve, what does happen with the military and overseas? How are they getting
The
their
state has already,
talked to them.
I've already talked to them this morning. Anything that came in Monday through the old emails are being forwarded to the Chatham email.
Oh,
So they'll be processed.
okay,
The state knows about it.
okay,
So anybody that emailed it through the old elections email will come, the state will reroute it to come to
Okay,
us. So,
okay.
yeah.
Can you just keep up with who makes the motion about when you approve
okay.
the civilians and all that?
I'll cut it off at 11:30,
Okay,
and then at that point,
I'll be back.
y'all can do a count of the envelopes. If you have time to put them in order, you can come look at
so
them.
we open them, we put them in numerical order as we open.
well, I was,
No, what I would recommend is go ahead and first check them to make sure we didn't miss anything. Go ahead and open them up, put your envelopes to the side, start feeding them in the machine.
And then.
If you have time, if you have time to put them in numerical order, go ahead and do
Yeah,
that.
I
If you
agree.
don't, my main thing is you can't do it in numerical order, we can have staff do that. I wanna make sure that you count how many envelopes we have, so if we gave you 475 envelopes today, whatever we put in these machines should be 475 ballots I got counted today.
okay.
And you're gonna check the machines to make
I have a
sure.
suggestion, see that yellow sticky on that one stack? Put a yellow sticky right there on the table, on each stack, and then when we finish going through, we put the number, this is, $50.
Yeah,
And that way we have it documented how much each stack contains without writing on an envelope.
Yeah, whatever works is fine, you can put them on stickies, we have stickies.
And we'll put this, this
Yeah,
amount.
all I need is just, if you got time to put them in numerical order, fine, but if you don't, the most important thing is the amount of envelopes that we give you today should match the amount of ballots that are in these machines.
Okay.
So before y'all start, check the numbers in the starting machines like we always do, check to make sure there's no ballots in here, and then start your process.
Is this it for our ballots?
For now, but I've still got a bunch that they're doing right now that I'm gonna bring you as we're
It's
going
a piece
along.
of cake.
I didn't know the state, I
That's
didn't know the
good.
state was gonna approve
Machine
this
number
morning,
two.
so we didn't start scanning
There's
until
one
like
ballot
30.
left on machine number 2, we'll put that with.
You can check the other ballots.
Yes.
What?
There was one ballot left in number 2, so we're gonna put that
Oh,
in,
okay.
in with last week's. So I've got it over here to the side.
How are you doing?
Tropical storm.
Are you free to stay over here, and I'll grab the rest of the stuff, and I'll start scanning some stuff into it.
Yeah. Oh, some more stuff put in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carla and Terry are scanning as we speak.
Okay.
So just,
So what are they supposed to do?
Well, they're gonna open them up, they're gonna slice them open, and they're
Okay.
gonna feed them into the machines.
Okay.
So, and I can bring Chance in, well, when Chance and Pandora are done with their one-stop applications, they're gonna
Yes.
bring those in for the auto approve also.
Okay.
And that'll free up Chance to come feed some stuff in the machine. Pandora's got a department head meeting at 10:30
Okay.
concerning the matter, so he's gonna,
Okay. Take this,
take that one, put it in
this
here.
ballot goes in
It goes in with the
last week's.
27th board meeting, right? Yes.
Not quite that bad. Okay.
We'll be back.
I'll just take this stack, I'll take the.
You wanna, if they start feeding, you wanna grab one of them to come in here and they can just feed ballots, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just when y'all start doing that, just grab
Okay.
one of them and they'll help.
Get the bobber.
I kind of want to see for the light. Yeah, well, there was the tropical storm and then extra winds last night.
Yeah.
That was the front moving.
That front, that was, yeah, that woke me up, that was.
You lost power,
Did you, we didn't lose power.
Yeah, we lost power yesterday.
we're out for 5 or 6 hours.
And then I heard that Briar Chapel was out a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Like it was out from the Hall River Bridge up to Southern Village.
Oh,
It should have affected me, but didn't.
yeah, but that didn't affect you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Debbie wrote me, she said, you may have to come home and start the generator. Yeah.
No. Donald, is Infoot remain busy, or is it still slowing down?
Oh, at sites?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was at East Williams, Governor Village, and North China. Yeah. Really?
Everybody voted?
Close to 70% today, yesterday.
I was been following the numbers with David Brown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and say, you don't need to open them up. But this is one step here, right?
Yeah. I sliced through for that one, so we probably have to,
Which one?
this one right here.
Oh, okay.
So we probably have to turn this over here.
I'm just gonna put that to the side.
Okay.
You've got a nice weekend for your Halloween
I know.
activities, if you've got any up there.
We, so we always carve pumpkins at the Biden Bridge. So this year, we're gonna carve pumpkins and drop them off at several bridges on the hall.
Ah,
It's our,
I was thinking about your job,
oh, no, I'm done.
Oh, you're
After this
done.
afternoon, I'm done until after the election.
oh, okay. So Byron Bridge isn't doing a big thing this year?
Not that I'm aware of, so,
That'll be your first, won't it?
it will be. So we're actually gonna go back to the bridge that started it all, which is Chicken Bridge.
Oh, okay.
And, then Twyla wants to go to Tacklebaugh since she goes to school down there. Yeah, no, we finish up our activities today, that's why
Okay.
we're, everybody's about lost their minds.
Oh, what?
Everybody's about lost their minds.
Oh, I see.
Okay, is this a,
And so, yeah, I mean, total it's gonna be 46.
okay,
It'll be that,
okay, so you're just gonna add these to those?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Who's your grandson doing?
Hmm?
I said, what's your grandson gonna do?
He's doing fine. Haven't seen him in one more, and you've got the whole
Okay.
stack.
Okay, this one you number 2. Thank you.
Now, I'm assuming that they're not gonna go trick or treating.
Pardon?
Are they gonna go trick or treating, do you know?
I don't know, I'm betting none. Because, you know,
He's what, he's 3 now?
yeah, the daycare will make a big deal about it. They've been doing stuff with pumpkins and whatnot, so. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be, if it doesn't happen, I don't think it'll be a disaster. But I don't really know, I haven't asked. I mean, in general, people aren't doing trick or treating too often.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I know a friend of mine's doing a candy slide. I said, I know a friend of mine is doing a candy slide.
Oh, I saw a picture,
So,
online, or something. Yeah,
this has the voter but no witness.
yeah, you need to find that one.
Now, I'm not taking the ballot out.
Right, you shouldn't,
It's just, I think this to Steve.
yeah.
Okay, so, I counted the envelopes, so now I need to remove the envelopes
you
from my
do.
account.
Yeah.
Alright.
Getting a novel recently that, one of the characters had been taught in school, the Palmer method of handwriting,
Oh, yeah.
which I guess is the school teacher method, you know, the beautiful handwriting.
Bless you.
And,
Pardon me.
I don't think anybody that's filling out these witness envelopes, any of this would ever learn Palmer method from what I see here. No beautiful script.
You know, they don't teach cursive in schools anymore.
They don't teach it at all?
Twyla went to Montessori, and so she learned it in Montessori, but they took it out of the curriculum a few years ago.
And why would they teach it at Montessori? Just for discipline or something, or?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just part of the curriculum, and the way that they teach is, they do this with all handwriting. You trace with your finger, and then you start with your hands and, stuff like that,
So it's kind of a muscle control.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, and they're, not all Montessori schools, but most are pretty low tech, at least through the first part of lower elementary school. So they're trying to get they address all forms of learning, whether it's kinetic or visual or whatever, so.
And do they teach the Palmer method, or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Oops.
I just said if my daughter doesn't write in cursive, I can't read handwriting.
Of course, people's signatures can be more creative than their actual person, I suppose.
I know my grandmother at 98 still has beautiful handwriting.
Yeah, my grandmother had to do
Y'all want me to start feeding the machine or go ahead and open
that.
mine?
Keep opening.
Keep opening.
Okay.
office. That was incredible. So,
I don't know, Durham City has been having some issues as well. None of the county. But there for a while with Chapel Hill, leaking these emails, and they were like, don't open any email if it comes from Durham,
huh,
because they were having some issues. In fact, I think they had to pay ransom. Their stuff down. I think I did think this was cool. So my husband works for FireEye, which is a cybersecurity company, and they've canceled all of their meetings stateside and on Tuesday so that people can go out and work. So everyone has to be up.
does he have any insights into what's happening with them?
No. No. He does have some insights about some other stuff, some other spots that are going on right now.
Related to the election?
I don't know, I wouldn't wanna say for sure. They're just very active right now, that's what I can say.
I'm gonna start up another computer.
I think he's got you at number 2, right?
What's that?
Lori, where do you have Lori's stuff?
Yeah, I've already done that one stack of Lori's, so
So I'll just continue here?
you can continue here, or you got whichever one you want to do.
Doesn't matter.
No, doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
No.
Looks like the weather's gonna be good for the
That's
next
this.
couple days.
Yes, I guess you can.
Yeah.
That's a
So,
good thing.
I'll finish up and then some given to you, right?
Right, yes. Okay.
Take that. Okay.
How's your garden doing?
It's doing fine right now, but, looks like we're gonna get frost Monday night.
Amy, yours goes right here.
Okay, right here. Do you want me to go ahead and put this in order? Am I going to sit?
That'd be helpful.
Put this in order?
Yeah.
Yeah. if you want to do that.
Don, these are the rest.
Okay, thank you.
And on mine, there's a yellow sticky with the number that are in this stack.
Okay. Okay.
Drop it in.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I guess it seems unlikely that this whole cyber thing was election directed.
No,
Since
no,
it hasn't affected elections.
Yeah,
All right, y'all want me to get on machine now? Is there anything else to open?
No?
no. If you wanna start, you've got all your numbers together?
I do. Well, I've got them for each stack I do, but I didn't tabulate the whole kit and caboodle. For each stack I have the numbers
Okay,
on a yellow sticky.
okay. I'm just putting mine, I put mine all together, so I'm just starting to put my,
In order?
in order, yeah.
Um,
But you've got smaller stacks, so,
I'll go ahead and start putting them
All right.
down
good.
and then
Now, the
we'll.
one that's irregular, I put a blue sticky on, listeners, and I didn't open it.
yeah,
And I removed the envelope from the envelope count, and I
I would
documented.
just put it over there in a
Alright.
separate file.
Right here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or, yeah,
and we'll show
I'll
it
put
to
it right in
Steve
the
as soon
middle.
as he comes in.
That blue sticky means it's,
Problem. At some point, we need to count up all the yellow stickies
yes.
so that we can have a before and after.
ballots for anybody?
No. Why don't you add up to the total for your ballot?
I was gonna go ahead and do those, Frank, because I'm doing all mine in this machine.
Okay, alright. Add up mine?
Yeah, just so, because I've got 46
Alright.
envelopes here,
Alright,
and that way,
do that. One. Don, were you working, over here?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
oh,
Alright.
good time.
And I forgot to mention one thing for those that are watching it live stream. If you're trying to call the Board of Elections, we no longer have 5, 6 phones ringing at one time. There's only one phone active. So we apologize if we're not able to get to it, or if you're having to wait a little bit, but we only have one phone and one person's answering it at a time. So we'll try to get back to the missed calls if we can, or you're just gonna have to try to call back whenever nobody's on the other
Do you
line.
expect to get another phone line?
I don't know. Right now, they just gave us that.
So you'll be using your mobile phones on election day, right? to
Well,
communicate?
the sites have their own, we have their own phones.
So you'll be able to communicate with them, not
Yes.
depending on you?
Yes.
Good,
Yes.
okay.
Oh,
Good, good, good.
Steve, one thing,
These are all.
this blue one right here,
Uh-huh.
I pulled it out, it has no witness signature.
Okay.
And I did not open it.
That's fine.
And I removed the envelope from my account.
No, that's fine. It didn't go in the machine though, right?
Right.
Right.
So there shouldn't be an account in the machine.
The envelope was removed from my account and I did not open, so there should be a ballot in there. I haven't opened it and looked at it.
Your count of envelopes, right?
Right.
Just on your sticky note, you just made it a
Okay,
one
gotcha.
less.
Because it's not there anymore, so I removed
Okay,
it.
that's fine. Yeah, I can contact a voter on that.
So are these in any kind of order, or just do it?
They're just,
Okay.
I got one more small little batch to bring on, and that'll be it. You gotta leave
What time is
an
it?
hour or so.
Okay.
And so far, there's 2 to transcribe. There's 2
Oh, okay.
that would be duplicates of.
So we need to do that before Amy leaves as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Are you using all 3 machines? Sorry.
All right, so this needs to be opened and counted.
First, you have to check for signatures.
Okay.
Donna,
Yes.
this has an overseas, but it came in an envelope. Does that need to be handled differently?
I would set it to the side, yeah.
Okay.
So here's one that's not sealed, it has a ballot in it, and it looks like it was damaged probably, but it's not even sealed. Just what, wouldn't use it?
Well, I've had a couple that are kind of loosely sealed, it looks like it had been sealed.
I think it's ripped at the post office.
Yeah.
It wasn't done very well. What do you think? To me, it looks kind of, so I open it, it does this, and it's got a ballot.
Do the signatures match though? That's the.
Oh, what do you have, how can you
No,
match
no,
it?
no, 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 I mean,
The number,
Oh, this and this?
no,
no,
the
no, no.
number, the ballot, the civil, the civ number.
CIV 15758. 15758, the numbers match.
Then I would count it.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
One of it's bad,
I
love.
mean, what's the point of trash out?
what?
Donna,
Donna?
there was two big old black trash bags, what did you do with them?
They in here?
Cause I had them over there because they already picked up trash on Wednesday,
Okay.
and so I come to make sure.
Get her in that back room.
One more mystery.
Cause I know he's cleaning there, and I know you all were in here, and you couldn't come in here.
Okay, this is the last one.
You just stick them right here and I'll spread them out since they're not.
Christine,
Yes, ma'am.
this is an overseas person, should we count it that way, or should it be counted under an overseas?
They've already scanned all of them, right?
Or is
Yeah, they
there-
have, yes. So, yeah, that's a ridiculous stuff on put it to the side.
Okay.
We'll still count it, but when I run my list,
Okay,
I'll run a civilian, and I'll run overseas, and I'll run a military. Overseas should be nothing, but the military should have that $1 on there.
okay.
Yeah.
So Amy, I'm not trying to tell you what you, if you did a count and removed it, you gotta adjust your count.
I did.
I'm hypersensitive about getting done in $1 off.
Well, no, we had to count for $1.
Oh, man, and we have to go through rules. That's what happened to us that first week, remember?
Yeah.
That was ugly.
It's going to have to be a fair number of ballots this time. I know.
They're still, they have not been done. So hopefully we'll get some of the costs today. And if they don't get an answer, I don't know what to do with it. We kind of need to do it, so I'm gonna try to hand out every message and see.
I like, I put a small version.
Okay, I'll be right back.
So these were put in the box, these,
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Barbara. How you doing?
Yes.
You could imagine in a less fraught election year that people might not bother dealing with it the second time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Monday night will be the last absentee meeting. Monday night will be the last absentee meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, is Tuesday meeting, is that not called an absentee meeting?
I didn't think so, I thought that was just an election day, maybe.
Election day.
I don't know.
I can't believe these states where they're not allowed to do anything with the absentee by mail ballots until the election day.
Yeah.
Can't imagine how they get the person power to handle all those ballots and.
I guess Michigan has changed, but even up to a few years ago, it was really hard to get an absentee ballot. I mean, just they voted
That's
on
true.
election day.
That's true. You had to have a written excuse why you couldn't put it in precedent, Indiana, I remember.
All right, y'all want me to feed the machine or open ballots?
I'm done opening ballots except for Tuesday.
Yeah, so, you feed the machines, I guess.
I'll do it.
Yeah. So that was it, he just got in the last.
Am I right that this is the first year we've had a cure ballot
Yeah.
system? I don't remember seeing this kind of
No,
stuff.
this is the first.
Yeah. Yeah. About absentee by mail the first 1,000.
Yeah, yeah,
Something like that would be my.
yeah, yeah.
What?
I put this in here, this was in there.
Oh, okay.
It's right here.
Thank you, Donald.
No, 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 it's not.
Oh, are you putting them in order?
I'm putting them in order.
Okay.
I seem to have an extraordinary range of numbers here, so eventually we're gonna have to merge lists, merge stacks, I think, but I wanna make sure we don't lose track of our numbers.
Yes.
Starts with 5?
1579.
157, so,
Just the four numbers. I've got one close to that.
okay. Well, I had it in with the 15, that's why it was mysterious.
the balance? Are we,
No, I think we're
we're
done.
done feeding?
Yep.
All right. You want me to
Except
count
for-
my envelopes or get them in order? I got them counted.
Yeah,
All right. You okay, Don?
Yeah.
Come up here, okay.
Thank you.
I'm not leaving, I'm just gonna get a different mask. Do you have masks out here? Laura, I'm having questions out there. This lady just delivered a ballot, dropped in the blue box. It won't be counted today. Will it be counted Monday, or will it be counted today? If they don't bring us that box, we're not gonna count it today, right?
Right.
So our next accounting will be,
Monday night,
we're here Monday?
yeah.
Okay. I was thinking, so I'll tell her we're gonna probably count it Monday?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. What time are we here Monday?
5.
All right.
5 on Monday?
So,
Okay.
we start counting?
5 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday.
Yes.
Well, the boss
It's a punishing schedule, but
All right. That's what my 14-year-old is for.
he's getting a great civics lesson.
I agree.
Okay, she's happy. She wanted them to be counted today. I said, well, they bring one, but so Monday we do that box.
Monday, we do everything that's come in between today and Monday.
Okay.
And then we don't count anything again until the supplemental meeting.
I think the stuff that comes in on Tuesday,
We count that on Tuesday?
I don't think we count Tuesdays, what arrives on Tuesday until the supplemental.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Which is now a long ways away.
So, are we counting at 12 days after the election?
Something like that. Yeah. It's the day before Candace.
So that's, no,
Yeah, I think it's the Thursday. Friday is Candace.
yeah.
I think there aren't a lot of ballots at that point.
Yeah.
And I sort of wish it was possible for us to vote, to count
she's
They have to come in Tuesday. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, I didn't think that that was,
Probably just too much to keep track of.
well, you know, everybody's exhausted from getting up early and running around.
Yeah. Plus, you've just got to be able to troubleshoot and stuff, the staff does, they can't
Yeah,
press on with this stuff.
it would be nice if we could meet before then, before Thursday. Do a supplemental meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we should.
We could ask about it. I mean, if we start having a slew of ballots by Friday,
Yeah, that's true. Well, the audit's on Monday, right? Monday
I
after the
can't
election.
remember the schedule.
And is it-
Okay, we're putting envelopes in order
Yeah,
Within the stacks. Yeah,
for each
you're-
stack, gotcha.
I think you're gonna see that they're wildly assorted, but just for the sake of our original count, which we haven't done yet, we probably
We
need
want
to,
the numerical kind of order.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. There are big discrepancies. I went from 900 to 1,400 to 800 in the first three.
Right.
You're all over the map.
yep. I've been laying mine out in piles of 1,000, so,
And then sorting within that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Wanted to see optometrist before we started this process of mine. Oh, are those the ones that need to be,
Yeah, there's 4 of them now.
okay. So we probably need to get Steve to,
Or,
um,
you have authority to do lots of things, don't you, Donald?
So what?
I said you have the authority to do a lot of things around here.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's wonderful.
means he can never leave.
So what?
So it means you can never leave.
There is that competition.
Hotel California. Hotel Chatham County.
Check out on the county road.
Ooh, you've got to leave soon, don't you?
What time is it?
12?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to be, as soon as he's getting those things out, we should.
Go ahead and at least count these up and have our count.
Yes. All right, so
Well-
we need to count all our sticky notes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you, are you at a point where you can do this with me? Could you use your calculator?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Hold on, let me get the calculator out.
Frank, we need to count up all the sticky notes with their numbers.
Got it, right here.
Okay.
I got my stacks.
Well, no, that,
Oh,
the stacks may be muddled by now.
So we just need to count up the note.
Just count up our notes. I mean,
Okay.
I've got on my desk, I've got 118
Mm-hmm.
plus 29 plus 49. That's what's on my desk.
Okay, so 196 is on your desk,
Okay.
okay?
What numbers do you have?
I have 77 and 46, so that's 123. And then I have one overseas military that will come up on a separate list,
Right, okay.
okay?
And
127.
now where are those? Where are those stacks? Are they everywhere?
The last stack is here. I'll recognize my handwriting. I have a yellow stick on each one. Here's one.
Okay,
Here's two. Let's put them here. This is.
That
not
was
mine.
one of mine.
That's not mine.
Add 4 to my stack.
okay. What was your number again?
I had 196 and I've got 200 on my desk.
So I've got
Okay,
29.
29,
There's 4. So I have, and then my last stack is spread out here. I
mhm,
have 3 stacks. There's a single envelope. Oh, here's it right here. Yeah, here's my single.
because you,
There were 13. Here's my 13.
So you've got 29 plus 13 plus 1.
mhm,
And I have another stack of 4 somewhere.
plus 4.
Well, here's
Where's
the
my
one.
4 stack?
Is it been,
No, that was my 4 stack.
oh, Lori
13,
claimed that stack of 4.
1.
No, this is mine.
Oh, here
Oh,
it
that's-
is.
It was
Here it
always
is.
mine.
I got it.
Okay,
So I got
all right,
29 check, 4 check, 9 check, 1 check, 13 check, and then 71 is spread out. I got them all, right?
Wait
Yeah.
a minute, go through one more time. 29, 13, 1, 4, 9, and 71.
it's
Correct.
127,
So that should all add up to 127.
okay.
So,
So we have 127 plus 200, Lori,
yes,
plus
123.
450, that's the number that I got.
That looks right. 450
Four-
civilian plus 1 overseas.
Right,
Okay.
450 civilian and 1 overseas.
Yes.
yeah, one overseas military.
But you had to take the ballot out yet, right?
I hadn't
Okay.
taken the ballot out.
Oh, okay,
but he
it's
said already
a
been
military vote.
And then
Yeah,
we have 1 that they removed that has
That
no.
doesn't
That
matter
okay.
anymore.
that is not in this
There
room.
was never an original count, so taking it away doesn't matter,
Right.
okay?
So
Okay,
what's your total?
450,
450 civilians and 1 military.
Perfect. I got 446 and we got 4 duplicates.
So how many did you have in yours?
And we haven't put the military in yet.
Oh, you mean they haven't been counted?
Right.
Got it, okay, great,
We've got 446 that counted. We've
right.
got 4 duplicates, so that
Okay.
gives us 450.
and then the one
And then that
back.
one, so we're fine.
Okay, so let's have a motion.
Wait a second, you had a question?
Yeah, you counted how many and you counted how many? You just saw this.
I had 200, Amy had 123
Okay.
plus 1 overseas, or military rather.
Yeah.
Okay, so motion to approve 450 civilian ballots and 1 military ballot.
All right,
Who would like to make that motion?
go ahead, Frank, you make the motion,
Frank.
second?
To approve.
All in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
Aye.
Who seconded?
I did, yeah.
Unanimous, okay, good, great,
Okay.
great, great, great. Okay, so now the only other thing we have to do while you're here is duplicate those ballots.
Yes,
And we are ready to do that?
yes.
Great.
I'll do this later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrific.
Okay.
Thank
Yep, and am I following? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay, ready? Biden.
Yeah.
Cunningham, Price. Cooper. Holly. Stein. Wood. Wadsworth. Goodwin.
What do you use for that? What do you use for that?
Holmes. Marshall. Mangrum. Chatterjee. Beasley. Inman. Davis. Shields.
What's the score last time I saw it? I said,
Covich.
cares about football.
Stires. Young. Brooke. Lucia. Reeves. Cabe. Pendergrass. Mural. Scarlett. Howard. Dasher. Flores. Rigsby.
I explained to all three of them, of course, Margaret's,
Hadlick.
she's looking for bills.
Hand. Nan.
Let's go see her. She should be looking at that.
1420,
Yep.
that one was 57.
Yep. Yep. Okay, ready? Biden. Cunningham, Price. Cooper. Holly. Stein. Wood. Wadsworth. Goodwin. Holmes. Marshall. Mangrum. Chatterjee. Beasley. Inman. Davis. Shields. Covich. Stires. Young. Brooke. Bushy. Reeves. Cabe. Pendergrass. Mural. Scarlett. Howard. Dasher. Flores. Rigsby. Skip.
Okay.
Ham. Man.
Hello?
Okay.
It hasn't gone through, I know, because I'm stuck, it's still stuck in my inbox.
Okay.
Yes, I want to do that, because it looks like it's to the Keystone Gmail sequence.
Okay. All right, ready? Biden, Cunningham, Price. Cooper. Holly. Stein. Wood. Wadsworth. Goodwin. Holmes. Marshall, Mangrum, Chatterjee, Beasley, Hinman, Davis, Shields, Goodrich, Stires, Young, Bullock, Fishy, Reeves, Cave, Pendergrass, Merrill, Scarlett, Howard, Dasher, Flores, Brigsby, Havlet, Ham, and Nan. Biden, Cunningham, Price, Cooper, Holly, Stein, Wood, Wadsworth, Goodwin, Holmes, Marshall, Mangrum, Chatterjee, Beasley, Hinman, Davis, Shields, Goodrich, Stires, Young, Brooke, Bushy, Reeves, Cave, Pendergrass, Merrill, Scarlett, Howard, Dasher, Flores, Rigsby, Havlet, Ham,
I'm assuming when y'all make a
Man.
motion to approve, it'd be fine.
okay, that's
Even
it.
if you find something, then you just make a motion to approve.
Okay, so we'll just do it.
Sorry,
Okay,
I gotta go, y'all.
that's right. We need a motion to approve the authorization to vote
Okay,
forms, and you and I will look them over and see if there's anything missing. But basically, we're approving all these people that came to vote the last few days. So a motion,
motion,
Amy, second, Frank, all in favor?
aye,
Okay, great. Thank you, Amy.
no
Thank you.
problem.
Thanks, Amy.
All right.
Andy, before you leave, did you
Yes.
sign these?
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't put the military ballot in yet.
Yeah, we don't put the military on.
Well, did the civilian numbers match the envelopes?
Yes,
Okay, so then you can go ahead and put the military one in there, and that should match. Just
okay,
put it to the side there. There you go.
so we're not gonna put this one in?
No, you can go ahead and put it in, it's been approved. I
Okay,
just wanted to make sure, I'm sorry, same thing as we've always done, before we put the military in there, we want to make sure the civilian match.
Okay,
Yeah.
all the duplicates are in now. So
Okay.
if you can do a last check if you want to, but,
and then we'll put this one in.
Put that one in and then we'll do
those, or we can wait until the next board meeting if she wants to.
We've only been, one of us has been signing.
Oh, those things?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind then, okay. I didn't know if y'all were, okay, that's okay.
I'm gonna go to speed.
Oh, well, hold on, yeah. So, yeah, you want me to go ahead? Yeah.
So at this point, since everything has worked out, we don't need to be careful about keeping our stacks rubber banded together anymore, isn't that right? I mean, if we're trying to get a numerical order, we can now start merging stacks.
Yeah, if you got them in order, like emergency.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, that way they can sign that. I'll suspend this one too.
So, are you leaving, Amy?
Yeah, I'm about to, I was just getting my stack, final stack together.
All right, so this meeting is officially adjourned because Amy's about to go.
Right.
But Frank and I are gonna stay to do some administrative things, that is to say, organizing all these absentee ballots into numerical order so they can be easily matched against a computer printout of what we have approved today.
So do they have to be perfect? I've got them in groups of like 11,000, 10,000, but I don't have, like the 10,000s, well, the 8,000s, I have about 5 of them, but they're not in order, but they're all 8,000 batch.
Just keep them in order, like the number wise. Because when we get, it's like when we pull the report,
Yeah.
we're just gonna be going
So you
in.
want them in,
Yeah,
okay.
like numerical order, that way when we pull the report, you can go right straight down through the list.
Lori?
Yeah.
Or Steve, either one. So what I've done is they're crisscrossed by thousands,
Okay,
and then they're organized within the thousands.
okay,
Yeah,
Yes.
cool,
Okay.
thank you.
no problem. So it's 5 o'clock on Monday, right?
Yes.
I'll get some rest this weekend.
How are the boxes and all that other stuff going? Is that all,
The what now?
the boxes and the stuff in the back and everything, were you all good for that, and the books, and do you need help this weekend?
You talking about like getting everything ready for,
Yeah,
we won't be able to do anything until Saturday. They've already prepped everything that goes out,
okay,
but we won't be able to do anything until everything comes back Saturday
okay.
after our voting. And then after that, Carla's gotta do the laptops. We got chief judges coming in Sunday around 1,
Oh,
and so she's gotta take the laptops and turn them around
okay.
after all the days come in, so there's not really much.
So you're gonna have the chief judges come on Sunday rather
They're
than on
coming on
Monday?
Sunday, yeah.
Gonna
Okay.
be a couple of them.
A couple will be on Monday, but most of them are coming on Sunday.
Oh, okay,
We try to keep Mondays free in case something comes up.
yeah,
And at
okay.
5 o'clock, I'll run a list before 5 o'clock of whatever absentees that y'all are gonna be approving.
Because those are going out on the trucks
Yes,
Monday night, right, those lists?
yes.
Okay. So, well, good luck.
So Steve, are you gonna be able to run the backup list
Yes.
that?
Yes, that's what Pandora's talking to Steve Newton and,
Well, what I was getting at was, will you be able to run the backup list without printing
Oh,
out
okay.
labels for all the people who've already voted?
well, that's, the backup has that on there. It says voter absentee on there.
I know, but you're gonna use up a lot of
sticky labels.
Yeah, the state's giving us those,
Oh, they are?
the boxes. She's got those if you see those boxes right next to
Yeah.
Pandora's office, those are the backup labels.
Oh, and the state is actually providing those.
Either that or we pay for them, I don't know.
This
Well, I
weekend
was
to help
just thinking
out.
that-
Last election they
If there was a
provided
way to
them.
run out
Anything.
two separate
Okay.
lists, one
They're
on
trying to
sticky
work on
labels
getting
that might be
our
useful
printers.
as
We
well.
have to use
Back
sticky
up so I can do
labels.
the
When they
rosters
told
and
us,
also the provisional labels.
we had to use
And
the
he's
sticky
gonna get
labels,
us
no
some
longer the
files.
ones. Remember how we used to
Oh,
run,
fun.
have
VLC.
the paper and cut through? They said we can't do that anymore.
No,
Hold on.
I'm not being clear.
Oh,
Um,
phones.
I'm talking about
Oh,
what
I
people
need
voted
some-
already.
somebody needs to go.
What is the point of putting them
A
on
motion.
sticky labels?
Frank made a motion, Andy seconded, before fifty civilians and one overseas.
When you look
And then
up on the computer,
approve the one-stop application.
it'll say voted
and
absentee
indicate the
already on
motion.
there.
Where's that
Sticky
paper
labels,
that
it's
Steve
on
usually
there.
gives them with the,
Because if they,
you know that thing
provide
he
or
usually
something
text
like that,
together?
they're able to pull that down.
You know
Oh, we
that
don't
stuff?
have that.
Yeah, you might not have to.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
how
how we need to keep that, I don't need to lose that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Particularly.
All right, thank you, Amy.
Yeah,
Thanks, Amy.
there's not much
We'll
else.
see you Monday, not before, I got your number.
All right.
Yeah, Tony,
Jessica she's put in a ticket to figure out what's going on.
Hey Lori, can you take a ride to Goldston?
Take what to Goldston?
Take a ride, take something to Goldston, they're not out of paper,
Yeah.
no, regular printer paper, she told me that this morning, and she thought she could wait till this evening, but she's getting scared, because she said they don't use all those pens I took them yesterday.
Really?
She said we could give them the curbside, and she said, we just got a mad rush, and I don't know if people are, they heard the news, and they told everybody to go, tomorrow's the last day,
Yeah.
so,
Well, we're not really done here. Do you want me to?
oh, she don't need it like immediately right now,
Okay.
how much longer?
I mean,
Just
we're,
put them in
we're,
the
we're
order.
trying to put all this stuff in
Okay.
order and
All right.
approve all this stuff.
Yeah, she said she was a bit nervous about the paper, she.
I mean, it might be another hour and a half.
I wonder if she needs more ballot paper, 'cause it only took her half of the box. So they're gonna get us, 5 phones. Steve is gonna set us up 5 phones in our office. And,
All on that same number?
on that same number, yes. 'Cause I told them, I need some phones, and then they're gonna give us our email. They're gonna do another email that's gonna be more secure than what we have
For what?
for our email. It's not gonna be the chat, they don't want sensitive information coming in and going out over these Gmail accounts.
Well, the state now has already given them 15 or 20 absentees.
But then after that, we'll give them the new one they're gonna give us. Yeah. Well, we had to move when we had to move,
Yeah.
but we can't wait on them all the
That's-
time. You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole problem.
It's two, kind of different entities. Even though we're with them, we're really kind of separate from them.
Yeah.
Hey, Deborah, you heard about some kind of a bridge closing on 902 or something, and do I have to go some other way to get to Goldston?
Oh, Don,
No, you can go straight, you can
No.
go straight, you know,
let me,
You don't go
let's
out
bring,
902?
let's bring the one.
no, you can go,
the
you
27th.
can go straight
There's a
to
room on
Wilson
top.
Road.
Oh, is it?
Let's
Get on
do that.
road,
Okay, well, you don't have to do it there. You can leave that one in there. We'll probably
Okay.
use it for the back.
Don't turn off on 902.
We're gonna have to keep
Keep
going.
straight.
I put the ballot on
You're
top.
gonna say, where am I going? And it's just a straight road.
But I put the ballot on top because I didn't wanna,
Stop sign
Yeah.
to turn left to go into the town of Goldston.
So what town am I on, what road am I on there?
It's Pittsburgh Goldston Road. After you get off 902, it turns in, right at the road that turns off to go 902 to Bear Creek.
Don't take it.
Don't take that. Right there is where it turns into Pittsburgh Goldston,
Okay.
and it's just straight.
Just stay straight.
You're gonna say, oh, it's some pretty scenery out here.
Well, I know it's pretty scenery. I always think
But yeah,
that.
when you stay straight, you'll go straight there, and you're gonna go over the bridge, you'll see the J.S. Water School over there
Okay,
on the side. That's where they'll be voting on election day.
okay.
And then after you see the school over the bridge, you'll get to a stop sign, and you'll just take the left.
And that's right downtown?
And then you'll go on, you know where the voting
Yeah.
place is, yeah.
Okay.
So you never gone that way?
Well, I'm not sure. I just thought I read on the,
Now, they did have some, at the 902 road that you bear off to go to Bear Creek, there was a road closed sign, but I don't think those signs are there anymore, the
okay,
detour, because that must have been that bridge
yeah.
on 902 road, they did have a detour there. But I
it's
think
not-
that road's open now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in any case, I just got it.
Yeah.
Don't go to Bear Creek.
Yeah, you can go straight into those. It takes about, it takes me about 20 minutes.
Take me half an hour.
Well, I was gonna say, usually I'll go about 55. It's curvy, it's a curvy
Uh-huh.
road though.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can get there in 20, 25 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, well, as long as you think they're gonna survive
I think
a
they'll
little while
survive.
longer, I mean, I can just leave and come back here.
They're gonna try to get our printer too, so I can print the backup rosters. I usually do that on tomorrow. But that's a lot of printing to do. You can't do that on a personal printer. Yeah. So y'all get to do that lovely handiwork.
So we ended up with 450 civilians and 1 military.
Okay. Cool. That'll be 450 you won't have on Monday. Yeah. So we already have them opened and put in the machines?
Yeah.
Y'all did good.
Everything worked out.
Our numbers matched.
Good.
We found one without a signature, we pulled it
Yeah,
out.
he found that, he found that one. And he's gonna contact that voter.
So Pandora, on Monday, we're gonna do ballots that have come in on Monday. But Tuesday,
We won't do any ballots. Now Tuesday, and we're gonna have some, Tuesday at 2, that's the reason why they said, I never understood why they always kind of encourage you having Tuesday meetings. We'll have a couple of challenges, which we have time. But it's the one where the man died, and then it will be the one where the lady said she didn't sign that first ballot. You remember that? Miss Deering, she sent the ballot came back with her signature, with a signature on it. It
she
says
says
her-
it's not hers.
and she says it's not hers. And then she's got another ballot that we are supposed to treat like a provisional, but we have to have the challenge. See, that's, all that information stuff was on my computer, I can get it from,
Oh, boy.
I mean, the instructions and all that stuff, and I may have printed it off. Sometimes if I have an important email, I will print it off, so it will be in my view, so hopefully I've got it on my desk over there.
Okay,
But we have to do challenges on that, and it has to be before 5.
okay.
Otherwise, if we don't do it before 5, the chief judge has to do it at the precinct. And see, in the past, I don't think we've been doing that.
Well, we haven't had the challenges either.
Well, we probably did have some, but we just didn't handle it, you know what I'm saying? That's been a long time, but that changed.
So any information you can get for us about how to handle challenges,
I
we
will.
don't do them very often.
I will, Caitlin gave us, and we have to have the form, it has to be completed. And then I'm thinking that y'all can go ahead and turn the keys, but
Right.
you just won't be able to release the results on the 7th. That way you'll have all that out of the way.
Yeah, there's work that you have to do on your computer
Mhm.
to get it ready to go promptly at 7:30.
Yeah, and I need to be able to scan. Well, I guess I can scan it. I need to be able to scan that. Well, they'll understand if we can't get there. I can mail it. The
Well,
next day.
they have to be able to report something on election day, don't they?
Well, they'll have the numbers, they just won't have the reports.
Oh,
You know, they'll have it on their end, they won't have the signed reports
oh, okay.
by you guys. I mean, Lord have mercy, who would ever know? But, you know, that's why I always said, when a human is dead, they're done.
Yeah. Well, so the person who's challenging that vote of the person who's died.
It's not a person, it's just a challenge in order to, because they let us know. Nobody's challenging it.
So
We just have to
so there's
challenge.
nothing about it that we have to
Yeah.
really think about.
We have to have the paperwork in order to remove the ballot. Because the lady notified us of the death. Now, if we didn't have no notification.
Yeah,
But then that's why they started doing these reports too, where you go in to check to see if there's been.
each week or something.
Mhm.
So, what's the other challenge?
It's that dead one and that lady's, and I'm not sure if there's another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how we figured that one out.
The other one may be, I'm trying to think, I know it's the lady that said she didn't vote the ballot. Steve would know. Steve, how many challenge ballots do we have?
2 so far.
Okay, just those two. Yeah,
That doesn't sound
okay.
too scary.
2, and then I don't know what the Deering one, Deering would make 3.
Oh, I thought it was 3. So what's that, what's those two? Another one is the
One
dead
was they
person.
moved out of county,
Oh, the one.
the other one is death, and then the third one is the Deering one, which,
Okay.
Is the move out of county, is that a challenge from an individual, or?
it went out.
No.
No, that's just when you do the,
It's just a
the
routine.
challenge is just a formality because we have the paperwork from the other county showing that they moved
Okay.
in there.
Okay.
Same thing with the deceased, we have the paperwork that says they passed away, so, I
Oh,
mean,
oh,
the
okay.
Deering one is the one that, we gotta see what the state tells us on there.
Okay, that sounds manageable, we should be able to.
All right.
Have
Handle
you
these
two
fairly
signed
quickly.
these?
No,
Okay.
I'm
I won't take out
ordering
the
now.
ballots yet until y'all sign.
Oh, we can do that then.
Yes.
I mean,
So do I
Let me
need to
get
help
this.
them get these in order?
huh?
Does somebody need to help them get these in
Yeah,
order?
if you can, yeah.
I mean,
or
maybe
get
somebody
a
in the
staff.
office that can do it.
I've got.
Carla, was she on her lunch?
Carla and Terry are both calling absentee people.
Okay,
If
then
I
do
don't get
that.
a response back from the state, I'm gonna go ahead and run, it won't give me labels, but it does give me a CIV number. So if I get a CIV number, I'm
You'll
gonna go
make
ahead and
your own
send, I'm
label.
gonna go make my own label and send it out. I can't wait for them to,
That's
these
right.
things have to go out today if we're gonna do it overnight.
That's right.
You know, if it generates me a CIV number, then we can just put it on the thing and we
You
can.
can type it on the label.
Hey,
But
Frank,
we
could
can't
you go
type
ahead
it.
and do these so he can remove ballots?
Hey, do I need to help them do this?
You can, or you get somebody, yeah.
I mean, let me go see who else is in here. What I need, the 15s. 16.
Steve, do you need any help, putting up signs at the old voting places?
We'll have the
I
chief
think
judge do
Pandora's
it.
got
Chief
that
Judge is
already.
gonna do that, okay.
I need to be in here calling somebody, I don't know.
Hello? Yes, ma'am.
Hey.
You guys aren't done.
So we're done.
Are you?
We've been done since